It tasted like my drink was carbonated with farts. With human farts. This is the realest travel video you're gonna see all day. Now, I do like to review fine dining restaurants for dinner, but my favorite meal of the day is breakfast, and this hotel delivered. Okay, I didn't want to walk around taking pictures of every single piece of food like a crazy person, but look at this pastry selection. If it's any indication, this was an amazing breakfast. You know we gotta hit those streets and see how the people are living, so we set our sights for Little India. Honestly, we had no real plan. We just heard that there was a Little India, so we knew we had to go explore it. We came across this gorgeous temple. This was one of the coolest buildings I had ever seen. So colorful, so detailed on the outside with all the little figurines. I'd never seen anything like it. And wait until I show you what we found when we got to Malaysia. This type of style is like the tip of the iceberg for buildings out there. But unfortunately, your girl was too scantily clad to enter. The plight of an international baddie. I was serving too much leg, I fear. Y'all, they were like, They said legs out, head out. So I turned my little Jezebel butt right around and headed out of there. Okay, Indian food is like my husband's all-time favorite cuisine. Anytime we visit an Asian country, we have to go find the Indian food because he's obsessed. It's the closest I'm gonna get to India. Because baby, as much as I love that food, it's a bit too intimidating of a travel destination for us, so this is probably as close to India as we're ever gonna get. Okay, mind you, it's like the middle of the day. There's no one out. Everyone's probably at work. It's like maybe noon. It's completely a ghost town. But there's this guy outside of an Indian restaurant that we come across. He's like holding up a sign, holding out the menu, trying to get people to come in. Naturally, we're gonna go inside because we're hungry. It's about lunchtime anyway. Okay, for the sake of that restaurant, I hope that people come by and it gets busy at night because, girl, there was nobody in there. And this was a big building too. It was like 2 stories. So they take us to the top floor, right, to get served. We sit down, order, get our meal. As we're eating, there are about 3 or 4 people that are working there at the time. They're all just sitting there staring at us. Luckily, my back was turned to them, but poor Michael had to watch 4 people just staring at us the entire time that we ate. Pretty much in silence. Y'all, I had a fish curry that was to die for. But Michael, he ordered the chicken tikka masala. This was the chicken tikka masala to end all chicken tikka masalas. That was the best dish we had ever put to our lips. I mean, we've had a lot of chicken tikka masala. I know it's kind of a basic dish, but it's good. And also, it's a really good way to assess the skill level of the restaurant because if they fuck up a dish that basic, I don't really want to come to them for any of the more complex curries. But there was something special about this tikka masala. We have been chasing that high ever since. We still talk about that chicken tikka masala to this day. It was so perfect. It was the most flavorful, the most bold. It was like there was like fresh herbs in there. Usually I always taste the spices, but there was like a fresh herbiness to it. I don't know what they did to that chicken tikka, but man, this dish, I mean, we've never had anything like it ever since. We have been chasing that high ever since. We've been going all over the world, minus India, to find that flavor ever since, and we have not even come close, y'all. The best chicken tikka masala, the best. But guys, I don't even know where to start because yes, I had the best chicken tikka masala and one of the best Indian food dishes, period, that I have ever had in my entire life. Okay, that is not up for debate. But I also had one of the most disgusting, offensive, borderline health hazard beverages that I have ever consumed. Talk about a flavor that is burned, ingrained, okay, into your taste memory. It tasted rancid. Let me set the scene for you. I love a mocktail. I love a house soda, like a basil limeade kind of vibe, like a mocktail mojito, anything along those lines, right? Something with a fruit and herb and make it bubbly. So I had ordered their house-made basil lime soda and it sounded amazing, right? Yum. You guys know those little soda machines where you can make your own soda? You just have to like buy the syrup, put it in some liquid, and then the machine uses like those, I guess they're cartridges full of like carbonation to inject it into the soda and make it bubbly. It's almost as if instead of like putting carbonated air into the beverage to make it a house-made soda, someone farted in a jar. Okay, they used that, put that in the machine, and let the machine carbonate my beverage with someone's fart in a jar. The bubbles, each and every one of them, all million of those bubbles that were in that drink, making it all bubbly and effervescent, it tasted like they were all filled with fart. I'm not being dramatic. It tasted like my drink was carbonated with farts, with human farts. Now, I don't know if it was the water. I don't know if, I don't know. I don't know the source of the anomaly, but something was very, very wrong. I took one drink and I said, oh no, this isn't, oh, that's not right. Girl, that's probably why they were watching us so damn hard, trying to see how I react to that soda. Yo, I felt like Gabourey Sidibe when she was on that dude's talk show and she sat down and it was a chair that was made of cake. Bitch, is this cake? Am I being pranked? Did someone fart? Where are the cameras? Yell cut, somebody. And with all that being said, worth it. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to. I'm just telling. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it a band. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. Even considering the fart in a jar soda, it was still worth it for the taste of that chicken tikka masala. That's how serious it was. That's why my pictures are so shitty of this food, because we smelled it coming a mile away. When it hit the table, we were already digging in. I don't even know what happened. It was gone in 60 seconds. And thank God I don't have a picture of that damn beverage. I took one sip and threw that thing to the side. I do not need a picture of that popping up in my Google Photos memories every 6 months, giving me a fucking jump scare. The memory of that sewage water was enough. To be honest, the English was a little on the shaky side, and I didn't want to offend. You know what I mean? So I just didn't say anything. I didn't send it back, but I took one sip and I never put that to my lips again. But that was one of the most vivid memories I can recall in my life, is the flavor of that beverage. It was something that I'll never forget. Honestly, I was probably lucky to just get away with a taste of fart in my mouth, because we weren't really supposed to drink the local water. So I probably shouldn't have even had that beverage. And I definitely have gotten traveler's diarrhea. So this was a lesson I learned about a week later in Malaysia. After we lived through that harrowing experience, we had to go find my husband some deodorant. I don't know if he maybe just didn't pack it or if he ran out while we were there, but it's like, okay, there's tons of shops and markets around. We'll just go get some deodorant from there. But you know what? It was so hard for Michael to find some deodorant. One of the craziest things to us about Singapore was how, like, they have entire malls, like 3, 4, 5 stories, just nestled in these unassuming, damn near run down looking buildings. Like, you would be walking past what you thought was just like a convenience store, right? You know, it kind of has like an open outside area that people can just wander in and out, no real doors, but it's like a market. We're on Google Maps, you know, looking for a market or whatever. We walk up, it's like, is this place even open? Is this functional? Is it operational? You walk inside. I mean, like a full-blown mall. It's so weird. You kind of cross the threshold, walk past the outer edge, and then all of a sudden it's like, whoosh. And then all of a sudden you're surrounded by crisp air conditioning. You see signs that say go to the 3rd, 4th, 5th floor. Oh, we also have markets and stores on the bottom 2 floors. There's a basement. There's escalators everywhere. We're like, what? What, girl? We thought we got transported to Narnia. It was crazy. It happened to us like 4 or 5 times in the hour that we were searching for this deodorant. They're everywhere. Some of those buildings straight up looked dilapidated. Walked in, gorgeous mall. Beautiful mall. Multi-story grocery store. The most beautiful, freshest produce with gorgeous displays. It was just so bizarre. It was awesome. It was so crazy. We had never seen anything like it. We're just wandering around, just trying to find a little place to find some deodorant, and we end up walking through whole shopping malls. Genetically, I don't know what's going on with the Singaporeans because we could not find a single stick of deodorant in the multiple stores and markets that we visited to save our lives. Now I said, hold up, we're in Little India. We're gonna find some deodorant somewhere. I know y'all have to be wearing deodorant out here. I know y'all sweat. So we come across this one store. We found it on Google Maps. It just says that it's a store that sells, regular convenience store items. So we go in. We have to go into an elevator and go up to like the third floor. We get in the store. I mean, yes, it is kind of like a small, like little corner market type of store. But for some reason, it has all the denim jeans in the world. It has hundreds, maybe even thousands of folded pairs of jeans, just columns, floor to ceiling. Jean, 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 jean. We've never seen so many denim jeans in one place in our entire lives. Even if you wanted to actually shop for the jeans, like see what size they are, see what price they are, you can't get them out. They're so firmly wedged in there in the column of jeans. You take one jean out, the entire thing would come toppling down like Jenga. I've never seen so many jeans. Guess, Gap, you're not jeaning the way that this tiny little unassuming market is jeaning. They didn't even advertise that they sold jeans. It's not called like the jean market, the jean depot, it's just like store. Oh yeah, also here's all the jeans you've ever seen. So yeah, that was quite the experience. But guess what? We did find the deodorant. So as we're coming down from this elevator, right? We noticed a sign that we hadn't previously seen before. They were trying to find some guy who had apparently stolen something from that store. And it literally just says, "Thief, do you know him?" It's like, I don't know, do I? I don't know if I know the thief. I can't see a damn thing. This is the shittiest screen grab from fucking, what is this, CCTV footage from the 1990s? And it was printed in black and white. I said, girl, I couldn't help you if I tried. I don't know what the hell. Yo, that sign was so fucking funny. It seemed so pointed and personal, but it was so aggressive. Thief, do you know him? It is like exclamation points. We're just like, who is this? It looked like it had been there for ages too. And it's like, what could he have possibly stolen from that store? Because it definitely wasn't the jeans. There's no way he could get it out without making a ruckus. But that has become one of the longest running jokes between me and my husband. If anything's lost, if anything's stolen, if anyone's talking about a robbery or a theft, or really just any time you feel like it, you just gotta be like, thief, do you know him? We still to this day don't know what he stole. And the actual literal paper was just so crumbly and aged. The tape was deteriorating. I don't know how long that picture had been up there, but guys, I don't think they ever caught that thief.